go. There we go. Like so. It's doing.
Just turning it on.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Smudges.
Oh, smudged.
It's right in the line of sight.
There,
that'll work.
oh, you can see clearly now. The smudge is gone.
Gone enough. Gone enough to get started. Welcome. Here it is, another Monday night coming at you with a Karmic Transmission. It's kind of echoey in here. I need to get those pads hung back up. That tape, it doesn't stick so well. I need something more long term. And then when some of it peeled off, it lifted the paint.
Well, we need
Work
to
to
just
do.
redo a.
Yeah, I actually just need to clean out this room.
Make it
do
into
it
the
right.
room.
Do it right.
Put up the stuff and have fun with it.
Exactly. So, but beside the echo, welcome. We're happy to have you here. It's been kind of a long day today, so I'm sorry for a little scatterbrained. But as always, check us out, karmicandkarmic.com. Best place to find out what we're doing, what we're about. You can buy food. You can help us end hunger. You can help us do some amazing things. Why you sit so far back?
Because I look so damn big. Look how big my head is.
Big. You don't look any bigger than I do.
Turd with my red.
What are you talking about? We look equal head sized for now.
No.
Except for maybe overinflated egos.
But look at this thing. It's a monster.
Yeah, I know. Look at this guy right here. It's a monster.
Sit back
You know, that Frankenstein picture, like I said, is always like the best interpretation. On
no, that's me now.
No, not even close.
Big old,
you're still the Wolfman.
Big lump of turd.
And if you want to know what we're talking about, you'll have to check out the pictures because they're on the websites and on social medias. Check out our YouTube channel. Thousands of hours of content. I mean, it's a lot. There's a lot of stuff on YouTube. Yeah. There's stuff on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. We'll adapt a TikTok, Talker, Ticker. I don't know. Maybe we'll do something eventually. Who knows? There's just so many things, and really the only thing we want to do is feed people. That's the craziest part about it. Is we really just want to feed people and help and all that other stuff. Yeah, you need it, but shit, why don't you just go to our website and help us feed people?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's the hardest part with the world today is that you gotta be in the social medias to do anything.
It's
so
whatever happens doing.
It's all good. That's what you got.
That's what you do. And we're learning. We're getting better. We're always coming at you with something new, and whenever we can.
Yeah.
But how you been, Rexy boy? What have you been up to? You were up early.
Yeah,
you
just
were delivering
work.
So how many more panel sections they got on that fence?
A lot.
A lot.
Well, I don't know. A week or two. It's not going to be too bad. So we'll get it done, and then we'll be moving on from the Great Wall of, whatever it is, Taylorsville.
Mm-hmm.
So
the Great Wall of Taylorsville.
It's been brutal. But other than that, just eating, getting fatter. Look at this guy.
Oh God.
Good Lord.
Really?
Yeah, it's a rough deal. You see yourself on camera and look at me.
Well, it didn't add 10 pounds to my hands like I wanted it to.
Yeah. 10 pounds to your hands. Yeah. So, but just doing that, other than, all the other karma stuff that I got to be doing. So, just bought Disneyland tickets. That's a joke. Good Lord.
Yeah, no, the Disneyland stuff. This guy's insane, by the way, if you didn't know. I love this. I love my brother dearly, but he works like 300 plus hours so that we can do this stuff every month. He drives truck, he guards, he makes videos. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. And the videos that he's going to be putting out for I don't know if we mentioned it.
I'm sure.
Did we talk about it? But we went to Tokyo in February.
Yeah.
February.
That's how long it's been.
I know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But we've got video, I shouldn't say we, I haven't done anything. I sit there and just kind of stare at him and, pick on him. But this guy sits and edits video like all day, all the time. He makes wonderful little videos to watch. I recommend checking them out because they're fantastic. And the skill and talent that goes into them is amazing. Like just amazing, absolutely incredible. We'll check it out. We'll put some fun ones in there just because.
Yeah.
But it's the reason I'm saying all this is because then he goes and buys his tickets to go to Disneyland. You believe this guy? You believe I don't.
We've done a trip every year since 2014, so we're approaching the 10-year mark of that.
That's the Frankenstein picture I mentioned earlier.
But
go back and look at one of those old videos. See it?
It's just
it's insane. It's
Disneyland is a magical place because it makes people, it brings out the best in them.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is how much money they want to do that. And so that's one of the other reasons why I like what we're doing, is because it doesn't cost you an arm and a leg to get involved in karma. It's $50 a month at most, and that's special because it makes it so everybody can play.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that Disney, you're falling short there, guys. You know,
there
are people that save their entire lives to want to go on a Disneyland trip, and when it costs a family of four $700 just to get in the gate,
one day,
one park, that is a joke. It takes away the dream for half the world, and it's just you know, I understand the crowding problem. I understand, but that's a problem that's good. It shouldn't be that you have to price everybody out to keep it away. You know, but what would I know? I'm not on the Disney board. I'm not the guys making the decisions. I'm just a fellow consumer who looks at it and says, this is crazy, because it hurts my heart to think of the people that get denied the ability to try to do something amazing with their family. And the whole reason is because of something as stupid and as simple as money. You know, and that's karma in a nutshell, is that money is just the bitter necessity that we have to trade and interact with the energy that moves the cosmos. So we got to make it available and affordable for people to get involved in that process and start trying to change not just their world, but other people's as well. And that's why we're here. So we just need to get bigger and better and start making these sales funnels so that way you guys can get sucked into those like everybody else. Because that's my new strategy with it, is I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you exactly what's going on every step of the way, because you've been sucked into the funnels online. But this is to feed people. It's not any, you know.
Why do you think I tell you go buy food with us every time?
So
we're no different.
So it's, you know, rather than doing it to try to chase some other gimmick or some other thing that you want or some new way to get rich quick, how about you just get good in your heart as quick as you can and start trying to find ways to be good and build karma for the world. And opportunity is all you need. That's what we're gonna offer here.
I said it to people at my 20-year reunion, is if you want a better world, what are you doing to have it?
Yeah. Plain and if simple. The answer is I'm building my life, then you're not completing the full cycle.
No, then you're not doing anything for the world.
You don't understand the yin and yang. You don't understand the backs and fronts.
Yeah.
You don't understand that you cannot be an individual without the whole.
And the whole can't be the whole without the individual.
Yeah. So you need to start putting your money where your heart is instead of just where your thought process is for yourself. And I get that that's a hard thing to say to people, and they want to chase it and say that, you know, you don't understand, my problems are worse than yours. And it's like, fair enough, but there's always going to be somebody that's even worse off than you.
Yeah.
And the only way you're going to make that not be the case is if you start being a generator instead of a consumer. And so giving people an opportunity to step up and be what we are, a function of the cosmos that generates life, that's what a business needs to be. It doesn't need to be a consuming thing that drives just an economy, but it drives your soul and your heart and all your dreams and passions forward. So I don't know. Disney got me in a bit of a funk with that because it was just shocking. It's just like, wow, you know, how yeah.
It's just dumbfounded, you know. And Disney, what's crazy is for so long, everybody, I do in that interview that I did this week, I actually talked about there's a magic that's in Disneyland. And you and I are one of the people, you remember how we talked about going inside the park and then turning around and watching people come in through the gates and watching how the individual people, as soon as they come through that gate at Disneyland, they get happier. They're better people. They want to enjoy more. They want to do it's magic.
Yeah.
It's truly magic, and it's something that Walt Disney he drug into existence because that's what he wanted it to be. He wanted people to feel that, and it's there. But it's going away because of the simple fact you don't want to let people in because they need $700, a family for $700 for one day to walk into the Magic Kingdom. And I'm going to be that specific. The Magic Kingdom.
Yeah. And that doesn't include the gas to get there, the hotels
the
you have to
airfare,
pay for, the food and everything that goes along to
it.
So if you want to go to Disneyland for 12 to 16 hours, depending on how long they're open that day.
Yeah.
You know, it'll cost you $1,000.
Not to mention when you do get into the park, the food that you're going to eat, the things that you're going to buy, like it's staggering, absolutely staggering that you would want to do that because you don't want people to play. You don't want
Well,
people
they
to come in and tell you how incredible your thing is and give you money and
they've lost sight.
Yeah.
They figured out that it's a consumer economy instead of generating goodness, they make it so that people can consume more.
Mhm.
And all that they're really doing is consuming your wealth and your energy and the things that you work hard for.
Yeah.
And it's you know, because it's hard to find the value as a single father taking your kids, or a family taking your kids, or even just an individual going to the park when it consumes that much of your monthly income.
Yeah.
It's a hard thing to
Yeah.
to justify.
Not to mention taking the time off of work so that you're not making an income the whole time. You're spending that whole income.
Yeah, it's just a crazy
Yeah.
crazy thought.
The consideration for
Look
the
at the
people
deal.
is rather disheartening, and it's why we're here. It is why we're here. It's why we're trying to combat that idea is all the way around, because
Yeah.
this is the one thing is if Disney has an attendance issue where they got too many people coming to the parks, build more parks.
Yeah.
Like there's a simple answer.
There's a lot of that. You just do a little bit of math and it gets ridiculous.
It's crazy.
You do
Because
90,000 people
uh,
times $160. That's $14.4 million a day.
Yeah.
Just in tickets.
Yeah.
That's not including everything else that goes on. And sure, I bet the operating cost is at least half or more.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
But it's still, it's just
Mhm.
it's a good way to take people's hopes and dreams and find a way to generate wealth for the investor. And that's what we want to do here at CarMed as well. But we want everybody to be able to play. And we understand that, you don't, in order to earn the ability to try to earn an income from doing this, you have to give away 10 times what you get out of it. And that way it makes you an actual generator instead of just a consumer, because there's a surplus of your energy going in for the small amount that you get back.
Yeah.
And that just seems to be a little bit easier to swallow, I think, in my opinion, a little bit easier to understand and try to grab a hold of and justify the fact of, well, why would I want to feed people? And it's, well, because I can gain benefit from it, and not just in a spiritual sense, not just in a ethereal sense, not just in a mentality sense, but also in a monetary sense.
Well, this is just a numbers game.
Yeah.
Why would I want to have food out there for people to just have? Well, because if I ever need it, then I can go take it.
Yeah.
Like, it's that simple.
Well, it's
that kind of basic math.
Well, it's
And
that's
that's why we do karma the simple way that we do.
Yeah, and ask everybody out there, ask yourself the easy question of, if you were broke and on the street needing help, would you want to run into you?
Mhm.
And if the answer is no, then you probably need to get your karma in
An
order.
honest answer, folks. This is the truth. Is karma is we're about the action. So honest.
Yeah. If the answer is yes,
Yeah.
then you might not need a little karma in your life, but others do. And so spreading the word and helping people understand, and giving them the opportunity to become the people that they'd want to run into when they're in trouble, that's even better. That's even more karma on your end. That's just you changing the way the world functions around you. And it's so gets a little deep, gets a little heavy.
But you can't tell we've thought about this a lot.
Yeah.
Over a decade plus. It's looking good, Rex. You got a good looking beard, buddy.
Everything about me, I just look like a big old swollen turd.
No, not at all. You look like a man that loves the world and takes the weight of it on his shoulders far too often.
No.
That's what you look like. Yeah.
Just going to the gym.
Broad and load bearing.
Yeah, it's
like a Mennonite woman.
But you keep up with those ladies. A Mennonite woman.
Sorry guys, I'm a little bit loopy today.
Listen, you got your shirt off. You're rocking. You're just looking slim and trim, Jackie. I'm a jealous man.
I'm wearing a flannel shirt.
Right, I am. I think I got a little sun to do.
I think you got some sun too. You were out in that quite a bit. I was sitting in a waiting room. So
doing good karma, helping my mom who has
our mom hurt her wrist. This wrist
broke it.
She broke it
easy
in here. It's pretty gnarly. There's like 10 screws and some metal plates in there holding her together.
She's more machine than mom.
Yeah, we finally got the $1 million mom.
Yeah.
But she did good. She went through the anesthesia. So everything's looking good. We brought her home a few hours ago, but I've been in waiting rooms and kind of helping keep things moving. So I'm a little bit out of it today.
Yeah.
It's that stuff. Just waiting. It's amazing how much just waiting and thinking about that
Wipes
stuff
you
will
right out.
wipe you out.
Yeah.
I feel like I could sleep for days.
Well, and there's another thing. How long have you guys been waiting for a change in your life? Comment on that. Talk about that. And if it's been a long time, then it's about time you take the bull by the horns and stop waiting and start acting.
That's the picture that I want in here.
Bull by the horns.
We need pictures of you and me both
We can't
taking.
do that because that's off a dodgeball.
I know,
like a dipshit.
but you have us both taking the same bull by the horns
and fighting over it.
exactly, and ripping it in half.
People, no, you can't put that on the TV. That's awful. Cows are sacred in Hinduism. So yeah. But no, it's a lot of waiting, a lot of things to go for. So
don't do it. Don't wait. Just take some action.
Yeah,
best thing you can do. And you've been taking a lot of action. That's going back.
No,
I see a lot of fuzz up there.
That's like a 12 head. Everything about me is just falling to pieces.
Oh God!
Given my life and my youth to chasing dreams, all it's got me is a
what
nightmare.
else are you supposed to give it to?
I don't know. But
that's the thing. Is if not chasing those things that make your heart sing and drive your passions, what else would it be worth?
Yeah. Well,
because we can spend a lot of time doing the mundane.
Mm-hmm.
We can do something really incredible. That's what makes you go.
Yeah. Well, it is incredible that people out there even want to just play with us, even listen a little bit. And, and I think that there's more than we know. It's just hard when you get deterred and don't want to talk about it, because the one thing we don't want to do is beat people over the head and make them do something that they don't want to do. And that's what's keeping it from being in sales funnels and advertising and all that other stuff. But those are coming because it's got to happen. So that way you guys, but like I'm saying, it's going to be so on the nose that the one thing that they can't say is that we trapped them into the funnel. We're going to tell them, hey, you're going to click this next thing, and you're going to move through these things, and it's going to take you down here, and we're going to put a time limit thing on you to make you want to buy it. But there is no time limit. The time limit is just how long can you wait?
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's always going to be tomorrow, then you're never going to make any changes in your life or in this world. Mm-hmm. So you got to act. That's what karma means. And so we're just going to start telling people the truth that you're the potential and the sum of the entire cosmos focused in one spot. And if you want to change the world, then you got to use that power to actually make the changes and take action on it. So enough small talk, enough of the gobbledygook. Just, do something, for Christ's sake. Get after it. But yeah, buy Disneyland tickets.
Well, we do that too, but that's a part of it. And we've always been on the nose with all of our things, sometimes to our own detriment.
That's the biggest problem we have, is that we aren't going to lie and say that the product's going to do X, Y, or Z. What we will tell you is that it will help people, and that alone will make you feel better. Because you're doing what your function is to generate and create, bring consistency and comfort to your community. That's the act of the universe, because in chaos and destruction, here we are. So you're supposed to make things. You're supposed to make things better. You're supposed to make it so that others have the opportunity to live in this world. And when you fulfill that, you feel fulfilled. And so that's the whole point of, trying to give people an opportunity in a business to do that, is to actually chase and be what you really are. Find the Godhead in yourself and quit denying its existence and give it an opportunity to shine and be what it is.
Quit waiting for somebody to tell you it's there.
Yeah.
That's the other thing.
Because
you've always known it.
It's a remembering. Yeah. You remember.
When you were a kid dancing around, playing, screaming, just doing your thing, that's all that it was.
Pure happiness.
Exactly. It's just joy. It's comfort. It's
that's the sheer awness of being alive.
And over all the years, we get beaten down. We forget it. We go through things like this. Tickets. You buy Disney tickets. You spend all day sitting in hospitals. You do these things and you forget. But it's an incredible thing. The sheer fact that we can be here and do any of it is an incredible thing. So, and Rex is just
Tis a
odd
mighty beard.
odd at himself.
Just dumbfounded.
You're like a parakeet in the mirror.
Well, I remember always looking, and you see in the yearbooks, look in your yearbook, everybody, and you'll see some of those people that have the big heads. And I'm like going, wow, I'm one of them. You know, I have to sit
What are
like
you talking
a foot
about?
behind you, and I look like the same size
What
as you.
are you
Look at my head.
talking
Look at
about?
how big my head
Your
is.
head is not that
It's a
big.
huge noggin. It's
Okay.
like
Move that gargantuan
a orange on a
cranium.
toothpick.
Yeah,
It's just
Sputnik. Spherical but
Yeah.
quite pointy and
Oh
far.
shit. And then I sit here and look and I go, wow, I'm swelling.
Okay, then
everywhere
we'll
around
tell you
me.
what, we'll call this good for a night. I think we've done
Maybe.
pretty all right, Rexy boys, that you'll quit worried
Shirt's
about
real
it.
big. I'm not that, no. Seriously though,
It's
Jake's doing amazing work being here every week or other week and making a commitment to doing something and talking about things that people are afraid of. If you're ready to do anything at all to try to show and bring forth what you really are, please do it. And if you find that you can do it with us, we will love and be grateful and tell everyone from the top of our lungs and from the top of the mountaintops that you have every right, rhyme, and reason to be the power of the cosmos right here, right now. Because the one thing we won't do is deny how amazing it is that you're brave enough to even try to make the world a better place.
that was the thing that I was going to bring up before we got into vanity.
Yeah.
Thy name is Rex. You know, we sit here and we put out a video talking about how incredible is the Karma Incarnate Turn 10, that we've done this stuff. There are people that don't sit here on the camera like us, that aren't, you know, this is the hardest part. It's, we said in the beginning, especially you, Rex, the people that get involved and don't want to be talked about, the ones that just want to sign up and pay their money and get their food and let the process happen, are the true heroes. They're the ones that are incredible, because without them, we couldn't do any of it. We would have, the only thing that we would have is what money we could scrape together, and we'd do it. Don't get me wrong, I would make that commitment every month, never fail, with or without these people. But we've had people like our mom in there with a broken wrist, pay $50 a month for over 10 years to buy food and give away. That's a hero.
To help other people.
Celia Nelson, or Celia
Wiscombe.
Wiscombe. She lives down in Honolulu. She's a Wiscombe now. Ayame's mother, Luna's mother, our dearest and oldest friend, Luna, who pays into the business in more ways than you guys. Those are the people, the Steels, Slains. I can't remember. I got to talk to Slain, right? The Slains, and they're incredible family. Those are the people that are amazing, because we're different in the fact that we're not afraid to take the heat and talk about, you know, doing good when we can and helping feed people, because it can become a controversial issue. There are people that'll look at us and say, oh, you're profiting off of other people's mission. No, we're not. You show me where we made a profit in 10 years and I'm going to laugh. I will laugh so goddamn hard, and our accountant will laugh with us. And the government would probably sit there and want to shame us. But fuck them, we're not doing it for them. I'm doing it for us, for all of us. That's why we do it. And those people, more than anyone, are the incredible ones. They're the ones, like we said, it's different. It is hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard to actually try to talk about something you're doing and not sound like you're up your own ass with it, or just trying to sell something, because the only thing we're selling is good action, love, consistency, hope, friendship, you know, family, community. It's the only thing we're selling here at Karma.
Yeah.
And sure, it might cost you something to get involved, but what doesn't? You pay tithing in your church, don't you?
Well, some.
You know,
There's
donation boxes at every institution for you to just give and help.
I don't
This
blame
one
you for
works.
being nauseous and scared
Yeah.
and curious as to where the money actually goes with those, but that's why
But with us, you're buying food to give
we
away.
need to tell you
We're
directly
that
what's going on.
plain and simple.
We're going to try to
This
feed
is what it's
people
doing.
and pay people an income to do that. So that way it generates and creates the response, which comes with money, which is that they want to do it more. You know, the better you are, the more you give, the more you get. And that's not just a monetary thing. That's
How would you like to say it's my business to end hunger?
Yeah.
That's how I live. That's how I make my money. I pay my mortgage. I take care of my families. I feed people.
Why
I
is
look
your life
after each
so
other.
full of joy?
Mhm.
Because I spread joy.
Mhm.
I give. I find a way to live, and it's not my idea. It's our idea, and it's in everybody's heart. It's just
It's incredible. But
those you need to act upon it.
those people that you don't get to see, that don't sit here and try to tell you get involved. Those are the ones that us.
They understand it on a deep
We're
level.
nothing. We're
No.
we're just a mouthpiece. But those are the people that they get. Kevin or Eric and Nicole. They were over here last week because they're having a new baby. You know how cool is that? That they've got another family member bringing in and help spread this idea a little bit because their kid's Andrew. He sure loves it. You know, it's amazing. It's amazing how incredible those people are. But they they do it because they love it. It makes their heart happy too, just like it does ours. So, kind of crazy.
Well,
Anyway, yeah,
Sniffles.
Sniffles. That's me in a nutshell. Ever since I was a wee lad.
It's okay.
Yeah, it happens. But with that, guys, we'll call it a night. We'll get moving back to getting everyone comfortable, getting people settled in, so that we can all get a little rest and relaxation from that. I think
Yeah.
it'll be good, and I hope you guys can do the same on such a wonderful Monday night.
Hopefully, I get some of those videos done. I've got some done.
They're
I
ready.
need to get
They're
some
ready.
going.
He's just setting up a publishing schedule.
Yeah, I've
That's
got
all. He's just gonna
I've
say
probably
this
got
one
like
day, this one that day.
a dozen or more videos to make, and I've got 4 or 5 of them done. But
He's a machine.
yeah, life just grabs you, and you got to get after it.
He
So,
does. So you go out and get after it too, guys.
yeah,
Check out our website, karmincarnate.com. If you're feeling froggy, click on the button, buy some food, make your impact with us. Otherwise, like, share, subscribe on all the social medias. You know what they are. I mean, for Christ's sake, everybody should know what they are by now.
It's crazy.
Oh yeah, don't forget, Twitter's now X. I guess I ought to say that one. No platform change, whatever. But you'll find us on that one too. But guys, just come out, buy some food with us, build a community with us. Let's finally just be those people that we all want to be.
Well said,
Rexy
Jake.
boy, love the hell out of you, man.
Love you too.
Until next time, guys. Say it, thanks.
Karma out.
There it is.
It's the bar.
It's done now.